All these things is not something that we want. What Government of India should say, it must say. And rest of it, what it wants to say, but would not like to say because of a certain so-called communal overtones or other overtones, insist that Kashmiri Pandits are the aggrieved party in this conflict. They have got to be on the table. And even if it is agreeable to India, if one of the aggrieved party is not satisfied, then that cannot be the settlement. And any settlement that has to come, if we think India's interests are being undermined, but for reasons of diplomacy or democracy or secularism, we cannot say it. Are the Kashmiri leaders to say that? Kashmiri Pandit leaders to say that? You know, the point is this: why did Pakistan ISI create Hurriyat? It wanted a body in Kashmir to say what it wanted to say, taking the plea that this is the people's voice. This is the vox populi. They did not accept and said that the elected leaders are not the people's voice because they are fake elections, rigged elections, elections under force. They wanted to say that this is the people's real voice, where they had no locus standi. Kashmiri Pandits have got a locus standi. They have been there, they have been evacuated from their ancestral land. They had the civilizational inheritance of that land. There is no other claimant of the human rights thing than the Kashmiri Pandits. Make them a thing and say that, well, we could have accepted your terms, but it's not acceptable to Kashmiri Pandits, so we cannot go ahead. Deflect the autonomy issue from further empowerment of the government to the empowerment of the people. Say we are prepared to engage on the autonomy and this thing. But then it is your government, the elected people, 80%, who are wanting for additional powers. We are prepared to talk about what empowerment you want of the civil society. Say 100 seats in the engineering colleges. Say for the medical colleges that you want. Farmers should be given additional loans. Empowerment of the people we are prepared to talk about. More autonomy to the people, to the common man, not to the politician. Because today is the right environment for that. Because the common man is totally disillusioned with the political parties. So if you raise the bogey of it, that is, let us talk about autonomy, come with the demand of autonomy. But not about the autonomy for the political parties of the people in power, but to the common man. You see, the common man will turn. The common man will say, I want job for my son, I want hospital, I want roads, I want better administration, I want a cleaner administration, I want this thing of corruption. And the common man takes on this side. The politicians will be on the defensive. Improve the political management. I think the present political management is totally, is most disgraceful. The whole party meeting goes without any preparatory work. And there, you decide that you are going to engage the Hurriyat without having agreed and on the decision of it, and the statement being this thing in Delhi that they will be talking only to the people who are prepared to talk within the framework of the Constitution of India. And then your coalition partner in the assembly, which is on record and will remain on record for 200 years, that the chief minister, elected chief minister of the state assembly said that this political settlement of Kashmir is still not final. The merger has not been done. This is not something that, it's not a political statement made at Lal Chowk for getting the votes, and you can just say it's only in the print can be forgotten. Even then it is serious. But made in the assembly by this thing, and you're continuing to remain this thing, is a very poor political management. Even the PDP, the type of the voices and the noises that it has been articulating are something very, very dangerous. Disaggregate the problem. Don't say that we are trying to find a solution to the Kashmir problem. It brings about a convergence to all the groups. Youth are unhappy because there are no jobs. Some people are unhappy because there is no development. Some people are unhappy because they did not get the ticket. Some people are unhappy because Umar Abdullah is very young, so we will have no chance, so they are joining it. Some people are unhappy that if the elections to the state, they will have to wait for another 6 years. So they would like that if this government is made to fall. Different people have joined and come to the streets to make this government fall for different reasons. Only thing is separatists have taken the leadership. It is not the people's demand for an Azadi movement or something which it is being mistakenly thought to be. Disaggregate the problem. Don't say that we are going to talk to the Kashmiri people to find a political solution, but say we are going to talk to the Gujars who have a problem, Pahadis have got a problem, Kashmiri Pandits have got a problem, people in Anantnag have got very serious problems, people in Uri area have got their own problems. Probably the downtown area may have their own problems that can also be settled. So once you disaggregate, do not allow them to converge at one point and engage you. And what is the common point that they can engage you would be on the listing of the political settlement. Whereas what is motivating them or what is priming them is something else. I would just like to conclude again by reiterating that the basic solution lies, the basic remedy lies in changing the mindset. India today has the capacity, the strength, the technology, the economic prowess, the expertise, which is world order. Don't underestimate your own security agencies. They can do if they are tasked and there is a political will to ask them to do a thing. Problem only comes when you make it very nebulous. You say that, I don't want to go into that this thing of it. And there